Well, hello there, everybody, and I'm going to try this once again. So we're trying to get Game 3 of the 1955 World Series played here with APBA. As you know, it's been a couple of days. Came back to this and have discovered that there's a lot of freezing going on here with a DOS X. I'm not exactly sure I know what it is that's happening. I've tried to start this numerous times, and it has crashed out on me numerous times. So we're going to try this again. It's going to take me here a second. Let's see if I can get this set up right. And I wonder if there's something to do with something I have going on in the background or something like that. I don't know. Usually I get to like this point and then I can't do anything, but it looks like I can finally do something now. So let's see, we're going to do mount, APBA. There we go. And then do this. And now we're back into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch things over here like this. There we go. And now we can get our game set up. So once again, as usual, we set our speed up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and play the game. And this time the Yankees are the visiting team and the Dodgers are the home team. Game 3 of the World Series, as you'll remember from last time, the Yankees came into the ninth inning with what looked like a pretty insurmountable and comfortable lead, and then the Dodgers surmounted it, and it was pretty ugly there at the end as the Dodgers scored, I think it was 11 runs there in the top of the ninth. Now, normally I would show you a little bit more from that, but the problem that we have is that I don't have Stabmaster set up, so there's no way for me to really save the statistics. I'm sure there's some way I could have done that, but I didn't do it, so it is. We are going to have Bob Turley start, and we're going to make some of the same changes that we made before. I think that we're going to have Billy Martin in this game as well. We want him to be playing second base. Let's see, McDougal can only play second and third, so we will have McDougal play third base. We want to probably have Rizzuto. Whoops, let's see here. Yeah, you can't do that. Okay, so I'm not seeing a real easy way for me to actually change the lineup around. See, if I try to make Rizzuto the leadoff hitter, it doesn't even let me select him. If I do move, all that move lets me do is move a guy from one position to the next. So we're probably going to be at an impasse here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Howard play here in left field, and we're probably just going to keep it this way. I guess we can also have Skowron come in for Joe Collins. And there we go. So we've sort of screwed up the Yankees lineup to a certain extent, and we'll move on. For the Dodgers, we'll load them, and we're going to have Johnny Padres start this game. So it's going to be the battle of I'm sorry, Padres is a left-handed pitcher. We got a righty for the Yankees and a lefty for the Dodgers. So we'll see how Padres does, and I think that we'll probably leave it at that for now. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of other changes that I really want to make. So this time you will hear the national anthem playing in the background as long as I leave it on, which is going to end like right about now. So there you go. Just so you know, I'm also keeping an eye on my on OBS on my recorder here because I've screwed around a little bit with some of the settings, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't overload on me. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start this one off with Hank Bauer and see what he does as Padres pitches. This is hit over to right field. Carl Furillo has that for the out, and there is one away. And that brings up Billy Martin, who's hitting number 2. So the lineup's kind of screwed up. I kind of wish I had a better way of changing it. It's a ground ball to second. Gilliam can't get there, and that's a single for Martin, and that'll bring up Mickey Mantle. Now, Martin is kind of fast. I think normally you look at this guy and you think, oh, maybe we do something with him. I know there's a faster way to get to him. I can't remember what it is. I wish I had the little card that used to come with the game, but whatever. He doesn't have much of a steal allowance, and the steal success rating is not that great. Remember, as we said before, the steal success rating, it's not out of 20 as I initially thought. It's out of 36. So here's the pitch to Mantle. Here's this one deep to center field. Snyder goes back, and he's at the wall and makes the catch for the out, and there are 2 outs. That'll bring up Yogi Berra. And there's a breaking ball that misses ball 4, so Padres ends up walking Berra, and that'll bring up Moose Skowron. Runners on a first and second now, top of the first inning with 2 away. Padres, as you may or may not know, was a changeup artist. And this is another ball 4, and he walks Skowron, and that'll bring up Elson Howard. So 2 walks in this first inning for Padres, and here comes Howard. Hit to left field, and that's a base hit. Ambrose cuts that one off deep in the gap. Martin scores. Berra's going to try to score as well. Skowron will stop at second. Here comes the throw home. And he's safe ahead of the throw, and so Howard ends up driving in 2 with that single, and it's 2-0 Yankees. But don't get too excited over this, because this is exactly what we saw in the last game. Here comes McDougal now playing third. He hits this to left, and it'll be Ambrose under that making the catch for the out. But the Dodgers are behind once again, and it's 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Jim Gillian is way out in front of that one, strikes out, 1 away, and here is Pee Wee. Hit over to right field. Bauer's got that for the out, 2 away, and here comes Duke Snider. And he goes down looking, strike 3. So we go to the top of the second inning, still 2-0. Phil Rizzuto hits this one to left field. Sandy Ambrose is there and makes the catch for the out, and there's 1 away. And this is swung on here by Turley, lined towards second base, but Gilliam goes back a step and makes the grab for the out, 2 away. Up is Bauer again, and he swings and misses. Down he goes, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. I'll tell you, one thing that I've always wished about this APBA game, the old style game, is that you could actually see what's happening, so we could talk a little bit about the game engine. All you can do here is sort of believe what you're seeing. Campanella hits one deep to center field. Back goes Mantle all the way to the wall, 390 feet away, and he makes the catch for the out, 1 away. Carl Furillo hits this to left field, and Howard's there. Stumbles a little bit, but he's got that catch for the out, 2 away, and here comes Hodges. His hit down the first base line. Skowron grabs the ball and touches the bag for the out, and we go to the top of the third. It'll be Billy Martin here to lead this off for the Yankees. Hits this to right field. Furillo runs after this one, and he's got it on the bounce, and so Martin on at first base. And up again is Mickey Mantle. And once again, kind of wish I had somebody different after Billy Martin, but we'll take it. Just inside, so Padres has walked 3. Mantle takes that one for ball 4, and that'll bring up Yogi Berra. Hit the left center field. That's a base hit. Ambrose gets that one deep in the gap. Martin's going to score. Here goes Mantle for third. And I think we're going to try to throw home, cut off the run. Berra will take second because it's going to be free. And there's no play at the plate. And Berra does make second base. So the throw went all the way through to the plate. Martin able to score standing up, and Berra in at second base easily. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Yankees. Here now is Moose Skowron, and he pops this one up. It'll be Gilliam, the second baseman, who calls off Hodges, makes the catch for the out. Mickey Mantle tags at third base, tries to score. The throw goes home, and he is thrown out of the play. Berra then goes to third on the throw. So this is going to be a rare play, I'll tell you this. So taking a look at this one again, I forgot that this was actually possible with APBA's baseball for DOS game, or with the master game, I should say. But this is a little pop-up over here to the in foul territory to the second baseman, and the runner on third base had the chance to try to score, and he did. And so, or he tried it, and he failed. Berra went to third base. Mantle thrown out of the plate, still 3-0. Now Howard with the fly ball to right field. Furillo's there, and he makes the catch for the out, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. So it's 3-0 Yankees, but it's one of those 3-0 leads. Could have been a lot more. Here comes Jackie Robinson. Ground ball to second base. Martin has that on to first, 1 away. Here's Sandy Ambrose. Wide of the mark, and Turley's walked his first. Now Turley, so you know, Turley, and we'll do this the long way again, Turley has a W, so a control rating of WX. And the reason for that, his walks, I'm looking for it here. How many did you walk? Does APBA even give us the walk stats from real life? It doesn't look like it. How about that? So we're not told how many he actually walked in real life. That's a state secret. Struck out 210, but the game, oh no, TBB, there we go. Total bases on balls, 177. So Turley, one of those pitchers who, where when he's pitching, the ball never goes to the fielders. It's either a walk or a strikeout. Here's Padres. He's going to bunt. Bunt in the air. Berra makes the catch, throws to first base, and they double up Ambrose, and we go to the top of the fourth, and that's one of those Brooklyn Dodgers plays. The top of the fourth inning, it'll be Gil McDougal. Swung on, popped behind third. Robinson's got that for the out, 1 away. Now here comes the scooter. Phil Rizzuto hits this to straightaway center. Snider underneath that takes it in for the out. 2 away, and here comes Turley, the pitcher. Hit to left field. Ambrose coming hard in on that one, and he makes the catch for the out. And so we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, still 3-0 Yankees, not an insurmountable lead, and here comes Gilliam. And he'll take that one for ball 4. So if you recall, last time we looked at Gilliam when we tried to steal with him, he's got a steal success rating of 20. First I thought that was good. It's actually not that great. So we're going to do a hit and run here with Reese. Strike and Gilliam trying to steal, and we'll throw to second. And he's out. Good throw by Barris. He told you it wasn't that good, so 1 away. And this is a little fly ball to center. Mantle has that for the out, 2 away, and up comes Snyder. He's way in front of that pitch and strikes out, strike 3, and we go to the top of the 5th. Here comes Hank Bauer. That one's wide, and Bauer will walk, and that'll bring up Martin. Martin squares to bunt, bunts that one back to the mound. Padres has that, goes over to first base for the out. Bauer moves up to second. Runner in scoring position now for Mantle, and he walks. That's walk number 5 given up by Johnny Padres. I'm a little bit curious. Does Padres have... Now, he doesn't have the W, so just having some bad luck here. 1 out, runners on first and second for Yogi Berra. Popped up behind the plate. Campanella's got that one for the out, 2 away. That's the 35. And here comes Moose Skowron. The pitch comes in, and that's strike 3, and so we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-0 Yankees. It'll be Roy Campanella here to lead it off for Brooklyn. Pops this one up. Berra goes back and makes the catch for the out, 1 away. Here's Ferrillo. Flight over to left field, and Howard's there for the out, 2 away. I tell you, you can play a drinking game, take a sip every time you see a play start with swung on. This one started with check swing, so you can't drink on that one. Hodges ends up walking. That'll bring up Robinson. Still 3-0 Yankees. Ground ball shortstop. Rizzuto makes the play, throws to first for the out just in time, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Elston Howard here. Hits the first pitch over to left field. Sandy Amorose under that for the out, 1 away. Bill McDougall now. And Padres not throwing a pitch. Instead, he walks off the mound. And now he seems to be okay. He's going to stay in this game, so he's going to stay in there. Just so you know, if you're curious about that one, that's actually a rare play in the Master game. Every once in a while, the pitcher will be taken out of the game. I think in the Master game, it's the same sort of thing where you have a roll of the dice according to the J rating to see if the guy's going to stay in or not. If we look here at his sort of card, looking here, his injury rating is a 3, J3, which usually should mean that he's a little bit more injury prone, but I guess he didn't get the roll this time. And whatever was wrong wasn't wrong that time, as he threw that one straight past McDougall for strike 3, 2 away. 3rd strikeout for Padres, and here comes Rizzuto. Line to center, and that falls in front of Snyder. Rizzuto holds the first base, and that'll bring up Turley. 2 outs, so you can't really do much here. Hit deep to left field, going back, Amorose, and he grabs that one for the out one-handed, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. So still 3-0 Yankees, and this will bring up Sandy Amorose. Hits this one over to right field. Bauer there for the catch for the out, 1 away, and here comes Padres. Swing and a miss, down he goes, and there's 2 away, strikeout 4 for Turley, and here's Gilliam. Hit over to center, Mantle's there for the out, and we go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Hank Bauer. Kind of a quiet game. Bauer pops this one up behind the plate. Campanella's got that for the out, 1 away. Here's Billy Martin, hits this one to center, and Duke Snyder's there for the out, 2 gone. Here comes Mickey Mantle. And there's strike 3 to Mantle, and we go now to the bottom of the 7th inning. So as I played this game, I think a lot about sort of APBA, the company, and what they're planning on doing. I know if you haven't been paying much attention to it, the APBA Game Company sounds like they're planning on trying to expand the APBA Go offerings by taking the Master Game and trying to apply it to the APBA Go engine, which is something I think we're going to see before too long here released to the public. But one of the problems that APBA has is they forget about all the work that went into what the APBA for DOS and later APBA Baseball for Windows games over the years. And this is probably worth a video on its own. There's a lot of things that have changed about the APBA Master Game as it's been presented in a computer format over time. And a lot of those changes have been kind of really purposeful, and it's been because of a lot of weaknesses that this game has. Anyway, so on that note, we'll have Pee Wee Reese up here. And there's ball 4 outside, so Reese will walk, and that'll bring up Snyder. We're not going to run with Reese. We're going to swing away here with Snyder. Strike 3 called on Duke, and there's 1 away. Here comes Roy Campanella. MVP of 1955, though it's not till December that we know that. That pitch is high and away, ball 4. So Turley now has walked 5. He's doing as poorly as Padres was, but he also has the 5 strikeouts. Up now is Carl Furillo. Furillo 0 for 2 today. Hits a fly ball to right field. Bauer has that for the out. Reese is going to go for third. And the throw goes into third base. Reese with a very good slide, a very close play, but he makes it in time, and that'll bring up Gil Hodges. The 2 away here, bottom of the 7th inning. It's still a 3-0 ball game, and here's Hodges. Swing and a miss, and down he goes, and we'll go to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Yogi Berra. Head deep to right field. Furillo running back. He can't get there in time. That's in there for a double, and Berra able to beat the throw to second. We'll bring up Skowron, hit number 6 for the Yankees. There's a line drive to Reese, and he grabs that one. Berra holds the second base just barely. 1 away, and here comes Howard. Head back to Padres at the mound. Throws to first quickly for the out. Berra goes to third base, and there's 2 away. Here now is Gil McDougall. Ground ball to third. Robinson throws to first. Just gets him by a step, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning now. So Jackie Robinson, then Sandy Ambrose, and a pinch hitter. Swung on, hit deep to left. Howard going back and got that for the out. 1 away. Here comes Ambrose. And Turley misses ball 4 to Ambrose, and that puts a runner on at first base. Walk number 6 for Turley. And we need to bring up a pinch hitter. We're going to use Don Zimmer here. Actually, no, we're going to use Kellert here. Batter, there we go. Push enter, and let's see if Keller can do something with the runner on at first base. Throw to first. Ambrose is picked off. So if you see a throw to first here in APBA, you know that something happened. So 2 outs as Ambrose gets himself picked off. So you know I didn't have a play on or anything like that. That was just one of those sort of rare play rolls. So 2 away. Keller hits this one deep to center. Mantle's there, and he's got it for the out. And we go now to the top of the 9th inning. So we're going to put in, who are we going to put in? We're going to put in Besson, I think, because this is probably what would happen in real life. So Don Besson comes into this ball game. We got Rizzuto. Turley will stay in, and then Bauer. Rizzuto hits a ground ball to short. Reese has it, throws on to first for the out. 1 away. Here now, Turley. Deep to left field. Ambrose goes back for this one to the wall and makes the catch for the out. 2 away, and up comes Hank Bauer. As taken for a strike, that'll be strike 3. Down goes Bauer. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and it'll be Junior Gilliam to lead this one off. Hit over to left field. Howard has that for the out. 1 away. Pee Wee Reese now. Hit over to shallow left field. Howard running in on that. Come in harder and harder, and he's there and makes the catch for the out. 2 away, and up comes Duke Snyder. Check swing, and he went around for strike 3. Should be strikeout number 7 there. I don't know why the game didn't update that for Turley. And one way or another, I tell you, Turley's done it. Turley throws a no-hitter here in Game 3 of the World Series. So after Brooklyn with the surprise victory in Game 2, and if you haven't watched that one, you should watch that one. That one gets crazy late. Bob Turley comes up and throws a no-hitter. This would have been the first World Series no-hitter of all time because this came in 1955. So this is definitely not what I was expecting to see today. No-hitter here for Bob Turley. The Yankees with 3 runs and 6 hits. Most of them came early in the ballgame. Brooklyn Dodgers, no runs, no hits, no errors. Turley walked 6 and struck out actually with 7, not 6. So we can go look at him here. Let's see if he's updated here on this screen. Game, yep, 9 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 0 hits allowed, 6 walks allowed. And so the Dodgers had their chances, but they didn't really take advantage of them. And that's the way that this one ends. And I tell you, kind of wish that I had it set up so that I'm actually, saving the box score or whatever for this game. I can't figure out how to get to that using the old baseball for DOS game. But, it's all right. That's just sort of the way that it is. I'm going to see if I can play another one of these games later on today. This video I'm probably going to make open to all because of the sort of amazing thing that happened here. I'll try not to spoil it too much for people, but you will want to watch this game. This was very, very exciting. So stay tuned. We have a lot of exciting stuff to come. This series will go at least 5 games. We'll see if we can get it to go all 7, and I'll talk with you again next time. Take care.